This is our copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. We're going to try this again, round two, and we're going to cut our intro and just drop our countdown here. Yeah, I got something in the works. Maybe doing a collab with somebody, getting a little help to freshen up the intro. Here we go. What is up, people? All right. I believe we're live. We're going to try and pull up the monitor here to just double check and make sure. It says we are. All right. There we go. Monday. Here we go. Just a little before 4 o'clock here on the West Coast. And yeah, we're chilling at the crib. Luckily, got the day off today. And a lot going on in the Bigfoot world. A lot of news. A lot of emotions, if you're into the topic. Just Moon at noon. What's up, Moon? Welcome on in. We're going to have a little chat, a little bit of a hangout before Nikki Cologne over at Sasquatch Secrets goes live, and with Eric Palacios from Hairy Man Road. Yeah, they're doing a part two. They did a part one when he was at the premiere, and you're probably aware of the documentary we've been talking about lately. And yeah, so today, Eric Palacios from Hairy Man Road uh, premiered a video and gave us an update on the documentary. And yeah, pretty shocked. And yeah, here there's a lot of emotions going around, a lot of stuff being said. Again, I have not seen it. So yeah, I really can't say too much, but I want to check it out. And so if anyone knows where we can check it out, yeah, let me know. And yeah, I've been in touch with several people, and we're all just I guess processing everything. And yeah, I'm not losing it at all. I'm just it's like wow. Uh Interesting how things in life turn out. And yeah, you were here earlier. Yeah, I didn't see you pop up. Yeah, I guess it's just you and I. It's all good. We could hang out, Moon. I think we get along. And yeah, hopefully everyone is out there too. Of course, there's going to be a lot of the aha, I told you so and stuff like that, I'm sure. Seen a little bit of stuff like that, but not too heavy. And yeah, just again, a lot to process. So yeah, I think Eric did a great job at sharing with us what he thought about the video or the documentary. And yeah, again, thank you to him for sharing. And I know he went out of pocket to make all that happen. And yeah, hopefully he gets reimbursed with that somehow. That did become part of his Patreon. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna have some stuff in the future. He says he's gonna hold off for now. And we'll probably hear more later today. And in case you don't have your notifications set yet, what's up, Kitty Cattywhack? Stepping on into Monday. This month is flying by already. Yeah, it is. It's been a wild month with weather, with the news, the world. 2026 has been very interesting thus far. So yeah, in about an hour, it's 4 o'clock now. In about an hour from now, you'll catch me over here. So this is part two, Aftermath, with Eric Palacios. What I saw at the capturing Bigfoot screening. I did do a weather report the first time, so I went live just like a few minutes ago. And I thought things weren't working. I was like, "What's going on here?" But I guess Moon at noon was lurking. What's up, main house? And I was like, "Hold on, let me reset everything." And here we are, round two. But yeah, I'm pretty calm, pretty calm. I'm not blowing gaskets. I'm accepting everything and just watching it all play out. And it's interesting to be a part of, because there was others that transitioned over to the other side without knowing. And I guess some of us believe that you do find out a lot of things when you make that transition. I think so too. Maybe not everything, but maybe most things. And yeah, it's just interesting how things had played out throughout the time the footage came out and everything, and until now. Anyway, so 4 o'clock, set your notifications, folks, if you haven't already. I'm not sure who else goes live on Mondays at 4. I mean 5. Hopefully nobody else. Yeah, so now the thing is to find out where they'll be showing that documentary next. I have no idea. I've been asking around, haven't heard anything yet. Actually, I heard a few things. Well, the first thing was that Plex, right? That came up last night, so I shared that out, but apparently not. So if anyone got that memo, that's a no go, no go on Plex. And then I heard a couple other things, but I'm not sure about it. But yeah, I don't know what would be the next thing for that documentary to get shown to the public. I'm not sure. What's up, Chiro Sounds? We did a little live earlier too off the phone just to give a heads up on Eric's video premiere, and some of you tapped in and shared some thoughts there. Some thoughts were like, yeah, they still believe it's real. So that's all good too. We don't, again, I gotta check it out. But big up to Blazer. He's always coming through hot. He came through hot and made a buck appear somehow. Yeah, like a deer. Maybe it was a not deer. Who knows? But Blazer's probably taking a break or a nap now. Big up, bro. We appreciate you. That was super cool. Too bad those little effects can't pop up here. All right. So I did mention we do have some reports to get into. Oh, muted. All right. Thank you, Garrow. Thank goodness. Hopefully, y'all could read lips out there. Thanks to Garrow, he just texted me and said I was muted. Darn mute button. I hadn't happened in a while. Anyway, so yeah, I was just kind of I guess that was a good thing that I was muted. Maybe I shouldn't have maybe it's not meant to be heard. Now we'll bring it up again. I was just kind of giving a little feedback on Eric's video over on Harry Man Road today. And then we were showing Sasquatch Secrets is going to be on with Eric Palacios in about an hour, a little less than an hour. And that's what I was showing earlier. Now we're going to get into a few reports that are posted here over on the Bigfoot Mapping Project. Don't worry, the stream we haven't capsized fully yet. I feel like it anytime those muting incidents happen, it's always like, damn, should just cut the stream now. But now we're gonna keep it rolling. And I'll remember I'll talk about what I was mentioning earlier. And greetings to I had greeted everyone. I was like Chiro sounds, kitty catty whack. There I see Patrick Noble telling me that I'm muted. There's Roger telling me that I'm muted also. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Here we go. So let's rewind really quick. Let's see. All right, got that. Yeah, so in about an hour, folks, set your notifications. Yes, for part two of Aftermath with Eric Palacios and Nikki Cologne. I don't know if anyone else is going to jump on there. And it's going to be, I'm sure, a recap of his video from earlier and of the premiere of the documentary. And that's what we were talking about when I was muted. And I was just expressing myself, that there's a lot being said and heard and stuff like that. And I still haven't seen the documentary. And hopefully, uh, they'll be releasing that to the public to check out. So if anyone finds out how to check that out, let me know. There was a few things. There was a We had heard last night that on Plex it was going to be streaming, and that was a no go. So no go on Plex. And then I had heard a couple other possibilities, but I'm not sure on them, so I won't mention them. But I'm excited for it. I'm interested to check it out. And yeah, I just been processing everything. Uh, it's not gonna, I still love Northern California the same way. And it's good to find out some information on that, right? Everyone's been curious for so many years and always wondered. And if there's some information then that could help us with that, then I think it's a good thing. So I'm excited to check out the documentary. Not sure about you, but yeah, and so I'm really putting my ear out and just checking out, these streams and videos and listening to people and what they have to say and and I've heard, yeah, there's been some bad stuff going on possibly. I don't know. I haven't seen anything really bad. But hopefully that's not happening and yeah, hopefully everyone could get through this without anything really bad happening. But Judy Wheeler, what's up? So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. Part 2. Hopefully you set your notifications and we'll be there as well. And then we were just gonna get into these reports added to the Bigfoot Mapping Project, which is something we've been doing here. So I figured, hey, we got the day off. Let's get into some of these reports. And one we touched on last night there was the speed chase going on, and I was talking about LAX and the new flight restrictions they have there, even for LAPD. They can't fly in certain areas around the airport now, where I guess they were able to before. And the suspect last night, if you caught that, we caught a live chase, and they let him go. I haven't heard any updates on that, but yeah, it's what we were suspecting because we didn't have any audio, so we're just kind of doing the play by play, and yeah, I could see that that was happening. Anyway, uh, so yeah, here we covered also yesterday during that live stream this new report added to Monroe County, Michigan, which rang a bell or popped a red flag for me because I remember last year a report out of Monroe County with a guy and his son fishing, and cool, got a little message there. CUB. And so we touched on that, and I brought up a few things. We brought up a few other related reports to the county there. So check that out if you've been following these reports with us here, and maybe this will freshen. Let's see, is this it right here? I had pulled up something. Yeah, this is that report out of Monroe County, I think last year, and I mentioned STM covered it, I believe, and yeah, it was all over the place. We covered it, and yeah, this is it here. I double checked, and I was like, yeah, that was Monroe County. So I believe it's the same county where this new report is added to the mapping project, and I believe was it out of the 90s or yeah 95. So we read that one. And since last night, they added two more. So there's one here in West Virginia now. What up, West Virginia? Y'all got a report in. Let's see. Let's drop the squatch here. It doesn't change anything in my mind. I still believe in Patty, says Garrel. Right on, Garrel. That's what's up, man. Yeah, who knows? Like there could still be a twist to all this. This is we're in for the ride. We're on the roller coaster. We've been going up and down, especially since last night. But I felt like the roller coaster really started picking up maybe about a week ago. I was sensing certain things I mentioned, and I was like, "What's going on here? There's something going on with the PG stuff," and it just snowballed into this situation now. So it looks like West Virginia. Let's click that. Let's go in a little closer, see if any towns pop up. I don't see anything really nearby. Oh, there we go. Birch River. And there's Little Birch above there. So between Birch River and Little Birch, it looks like. Drop it a little further. I see US Highway 19. And here you see a road, Old Turnpike Road. And it looks like almost like a property there too. You can see a couple structures, maybe another farm. A lot of these farm reports have been popping up. It's like another, almost like a parking lot here, looks like. Anyway, and it says date and time of sighting 6/10/25. So 2025 last year, 8:11 p.m. 8.5 footer, it says here, and it says it's a male. Take it easy, Blazer. Is Blazer in the chat? And yeah, we did get some wood knocks on this report here, so that's always interesting. And it says I was hiking around the river and then I heard it scream. Or I heard, yeah, I heard, I hear, wait, hold up. Then I hear it, a scream that sounds like a woman, but then it stopped. Then I see two of them, and that's it. Short report there, and it says color black, and that's all we get. So not too much juice out of that one. And actually, I don't see any other reports in this immediate area. But anyway, there you go, West Virginia. And don't trip because we got another report here. I always check and scan the planet now. But again, if you've been following the channel, we've been mentioning that I think there's a little glitch here on the site because there's constantly these reports pop up right around the same spot here in Mali, Africa. And we figured out that, yeah, some of these reports aren't from that area. And it's always good when they mention possible location in the report because then that helps us know where the report is from, right? So, yeah, got a new green dot here added. So we'll go ahead and click that. So, a heads up if you're checking out the website, and I'll continue to remind people about that. And I've also reminded people about zooming in and zooming out. Sometimes reports will pop up like that too. So this one here, it says 9/16/84, 1984. Wow. And it says 4:43 p.m. And let's see, we'll have a read here. I don't think we've read this. Okay. But we'll check it out just in case. I'll say that because you never know. Some of these reports sometimes will pop up double and in separate locations too. Most of the time we've seen that it'll be in the immediate location, it'll be somewhat nearby, but sometimes the reports will double up also. So a heads up for that. And it says my mom and I were driving home from Gold Circle after school shopping. We were on 619 in Summit County, Ohio, heading back to Manchester, where we lived. We came upon a sip on the road. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We came upon at sip on the road, and at the bottom was a large creature with auburn fur. We braced for impact and yelled, "Whoa." But the creature was able to jump out of the way. What stood out as it did as it didn't appear to be four-legged. It appeared to walk or leap like a human. And it says it didn't spell out the end there, but it says when we got home and told my dad, I think he dismissed it as we didn't really see that. So eventually it just died out until years later when I became an adult and talked to my mom about it, and we both remembered it exactly the same thing all these years later. I know what I saw, and two of us saw it. So cool. Had his mom as a witness there, and auburn colored fur. And sorry about the sloppy reading. Some of the spelling kind of throws me off sometimes like that. But I'm sure we got the gist of that one. And then what was interesting about this one, so they mentioned Summit County, Ohio, and I'm like, all right, well, we've had these streaks of reports in Ohio, and I was curious to see where Summit County was. So I had to take a peek, and hopefully we can use this. So I noticed Summit County. Let's see, can I zoom in here? Is where actually Akron is. We were mentioning Akron quite a bit on that Ohio streak. I mentioned that I just heard so much about that town, and some of the reports were going off in where I think they started in Portage County, which is next to Summit County. So not far where the streak possibly started. And the streak kind of went into, I think it was they were mentioning Trumbull County and possibly this county right under it. But yeah, so off to the left a bit is where this report is from. Just thought maybe I was thinking for a minute too, maybe someone heard about the streak of reports and decided to submit their report from back in the day. Who knows? But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. What else is going on? What else do we have happening here? Let me tap into the chat and see what y'all saying. Let me touch base with you all. I'm going to scroll up here a bit. Actually, stop sharing that. What's up, Roger? Been a really long time since I've heard of a rare gold circle store. Is that what they are? Stores? We have out here we have Circle K's. But yeah, I never heard of Gold Circle. What's up, Richard? For some Ron. Yeah, you're not seeing Blazer in the chat? That's weird. Yeah, I don't see him here either, but is he in the chat? I thought maybe he was taking a break or maybe he was taking a break. And I'm double checking the mute button over here because the mute button it throws me off because it's lit up, but when you mute it, not muted, it's still red, but just not as intense. So it could be a little confusing. It could throw you off. Sometimes you got to double check. But yeah, I don't know what happened in the beginning. I must have muted right in the intro. What a what a mess up. Yeah, so for anyone catching the stream later, they're gonna be like, dude, what's going on? They're probably gonna not even watch it. There's no audio here. I'm gonna have to put on the title skip to timestamp when the audio comes on, but all right. So I'm just checking through chat here, see if there's any comments I should address. But again, we're gonna hop on over to Sasquatch Secrets, his channel, YouTube channel. Maybe someone could share. I don't know if someone shared a link or anything, but maybe someone could pull up a link for Nikki's stream later. Let's see. Pull it back up. It's kind of the main reason why I'm doing this stream here. Yeah, to share this out with our people. What's up, Busy Pop? Or where were you last night? Did you hang out? We're hanging out with Scully. It was pretty fun. And we'll see. I'll wait here a little bit, see if someone could share the link there to part 2, Aftermath. And then people could get up on game. Because I know a lot of people may not have any idea what the heck we're talking about. So this will speed you up to what's going on. And what's up? Anyone celebrating St. Patrick's? That was a cool show earlier today, Garrel and Chiro Sounds. Yeah, they were rocking with the Cryptid Huntress and got into St. Patrick's. And what you guys brought up some the bells. That was trippy. These amazing bells, these old world bells with amazing designs on them. And yeah, it turned out to be a really good show. Interesting. I definitely learned a few things. So yeah, thank you for that. That was a good one. So yeah, cool. Looks like a girl might have shared a link there. So I'll catch you all over there. Look, Hillary shared a link. Right on. Perfect. Thank you, Hillary. Appreciate you. And I hope everyone's having a good start to their week. Yeah, again, it's a hot one out here. Give me 1 second. Pops is calling. All right, good news there. Pops just called with good news. Yeah, I mentioned we had a special order. I had gotten a set of tires last year for my taco. Yeah, I'm taco gang, TRD gang. Yeah, I love Tacomas. And yeah, I got a new set of tires last year, and I mentioned two of them. One of them getting a screw, the other one got who knows what happened to it, but it cut the sidewall of it and lost that tire. So we were able to order the tires. They were special order. Pops has his links because he's a truck driver. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. See if we could reorder them, at least two. And sounds like we got it. So yes. Oh man. What up in the where? Yeah, man, what a setback. And I'm trying to there's things that I need to fix on the truck. Like my shocks are completely done. That's why it rattles. And for years it was like I think the front ones at first, but I think they're all done now. And there was this cricket sound that I was like, "What is this?" And I went through my custom bumper. There was a few things we removed off of there because we felt like, "Oh yeah, that's probably causing noise," and it was too. But it was still doing. And finally, it was like, "Oh yeah, the shocks, bro." What's up, Sharon? Yeah, so hopefully everyone's taking this and processing this, and not losing anything for it, not losing your mind or anything. Yeah, it's super sad news, but again, I'm gonna have to watch it to fully confirm it. But I trust Eric, and thank you again, Eric, for reporting for us and bringing us along with your journey. And yeah, super cool to be able to check something out like that ahead of time. Anyway, what's up, MK Ultra? I woke up to MK. I woke up in MK. MK was on live in his bus. I checked my phone. There's a few things I do as soon as I wake up, but then I checked my phone and seeing MK was live. And did you weather the storm, brother? Hopefully you did. Yeah, MK had a storm out his coming his way. I don't know if it reached him or what, but well, if he's here, he must be good, unless he's asking for help. But brother MK, yeah, y'all check out Strange Backcountry with MK Ultra. Yeah, he has a channel, folks. Is y'all should be subscribed over there. Always good to see you, man, as well. I survived so far. And did you have how was the barbecue this morning? It was an interesting talk about the barbecue, and I get you, and I was blown away by your comment about Texas barbecue as well. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, he went there with it, huh?" I won't mention it here, but yeah, that vinegar base and the mustard base stuff you're talking about, yeah, definitely got my mouth watering. I was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of mustard." I know you didn't like the mustard base, but and then I do like the vinegar hot sauces and all that. And I trust y'all, especially when it comes to hot sauce. Y'all got the Carolina, the Reaper under your belt, so enough respect. And that's don't let me get into that's South Carolina, I think, right? Don't get myself in trouble here. But respect to the Carolinas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Enough respect. Yes, you did, bro. Like no thing. I'm like, bro, this guy said that. Yep. But that was a cool stream, cool chat, and yeah, check it out, y'all. He goes live from his bus. We've talked about his bus before. And I love it. You're out there living it, doing it, and dude, I would totally be open for that. And I could go that way. And I thought about it. A couple people mentioned it recently about just hitting a road like that and just van life. I've talked about my 73 my first car was the 73 Volkswagen bus, and I had that thing for like 20 years. Here we go. Talking about that again. And I loved it. It was sad when I gave it away. Yeah, I gave it away up north somewhere. Had to. It was time to let go. But yeah, no, we'll get one again. And I see them out here. They're all over the place out here. The bugs as well. And yeah, it's just super cool. I'd like to get an older one. But yeah, you could flip those babies out too. I see some weird stuff. What is it that they do? I seen a bus and then they put the Volkswagen on top of the bus. Have you seen those? That's like super cool. And usually it'll be like an old 60, it's like, whoa, amazing. It's high stress at times, I bet. I bet, bro. It's not easy. Even going back in living up in the hills or in the country, it's not easy. People think like, oh yeah, and even myself, it's like, oh man, I want to get back out there. But yeah, no, you're constantly preparing for the next season, the next thing. It's always something to do. Definitely different from out here. But yeah, out here definitely caught up in the rat race. That's always a bummer. Yeah, man. But it's all good. We're doing what we love. And yeah, for those that don't know, let's see. that was my cue to promote the smoke shop, skate shop, clothing and more, art supplies. And next to our business, we have the Catalyst, 3129 East Olympic Boulevard. And it's a space for rent. Yeah, if you want to rent it out and have an event there, as we've been having, yeah, get at us. And best way to get at us, bro, should be able to guide you along that journey if you're interested. That's our Instagram link there. I know the links aren't clickable. That'd be cool if they were. And let's see here, 434. So well past 420. No wonder the chat's all smoky. Your first vehicle was a 1984 S10 Blazer. Right on. I wonder if Blazer's car was a Blazer, his first car. Kaiju Ninja, what up? So I'm gonna read Kaiju Ninja's comment. BD, you gotta get a bus and paint it up. Yeah, like the mural outside your shop. Yeah, we could get the homie Butcher. That's the homie Butcher's work. And yeah, if you're ever interested in checking him out, I don't know if you're on Instagram, Kaiju. You're probably not. But if you are, let me know. I could share Butcher's page, Instagram page, and he's very active doing his art. So, and I'll just say it like that. He's out there, and good to see Butcher doing his thing. Love the VW buses. Yeah, they're so groovy. Yeah, I used to drive it from SoCal up north. Oh, it's like 16, 17 hours sometimes. And there was a few times where I had ran into trouble, and luckily there were some Volkswagen people on the road, and man, they were able to help me out. It's crazy. And then yeah, you kind of learn to drive those things, like all the little things that would happen to it. There's always like a troubleshoot. You could always troubleshoot it some way. And that's what I learned to do, is just like troubleshoot all the little issues that had. Oh man. You want a Bigfoot bong? We have a Labubu one at the shop. I was like, bro, why'd you? Ah, it's pretty creepy. It's a purple one. So Kaiju, how are you taking things, bro? Are you pretty chill? You're gonna be chilling at Nikki's in a bit. I'm sure you are. And yeah, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Like I don't feel any like like oh my god, and it's a hoax. It's all over. And in a sense, it is. I mean, I guess this part of the mystery or whatever with all that kind of feels good to get, possibly some truth to some more to the story at least. Uh, yeah. 2026, I'm telling you, BD, you could have a bus like the Scooby Doo mystery bus. Yeah. And those vans are pretty cool too. You see them around here as well. I forget what model that is, but yeah, no, the Volkswagens for some reason always got my attention. I think it was because when I was younger, our neighbor had a yellow one with the Safari, the 21 windows. It was the microbus. So that's like the one to get, right? With all the little windows. I think it's like 21 windows or something like that. And then he had the Safari windows in the front that open up. And yeah, he had a loud sound system, and his benches in the back were set up very different. They were all along like the sides of the bus, which was pretty cool. Big old sound system and had it dropped and stuff, and it was just rad. There's this comedian out here out of Southern California named Fluffy, which actually his comedy I'm not like the biggest fan of. Honestly, I don't even think I've heard much of him. I've seen him like on TV or maybe online, seen him on stage, but haven't really followed his comedy. But he apparently has an amazing collection of VW buses. So I definitely respect him for that. I'm like, whoa, this dude Fluffy, mind blowing. And out here in Pomona, they actually have I think once a month they have a like a VW uh almost like a show, but it's like a flea swap meet type deal. You could get a bunch of parts and stuff like that. Believe they still do that. Yeah, dope VW buzz. Who Fluffy? You talking about Fluffy Rich Shot? What up, Rich Shot? Yeah, man. So we're just hanging out a little bit right before Nikki show. I guess I'll let you all go. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready here. A little late. It's 4:40. 20 minutes late. It's all good. But yeah, we're gonna be checking this out. Rich Shot, or for anyone just coming in, Uncivil Engineer, welcome on in. Good to see you here as well. Yeah, we could hang out a few more minutes, but basically we're on here to talk about this part two, aftermath with Eric Palacios from Harryman Road. And yeah, he's just gonna give us a more insight. He did a pre-recorded video last night after leaving the premiere of the documentary, and no one was aware there's a documentary out now, uh, pretty much debunking the Patterson Gimlin, or I'll say possibly still, since I haven't fully seen it, but you know, I have faith in Eric that he's telling us, uh, yeah, the truth and what he feels. And so, yeah, that was interesting earlier today. In case you didn't catch that, check that out over on Harryman Road. And so, yeah, they're going to get into it live tonight. I'm not sure if they're going to have any other guests. It's possible. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Interesting times once again, folks. Wow. And I'm glad to be sharing it with you here. There's Blazer. He finally appeared. You come out of a portal. What's going on, Blazer? Blazer probably got them those eyes. It's funny. A Blazer. Did I send? No, Blazer sent me that. So I had done this video on the phone with the. There's some effects you could put on the live on the YouTube now, these filters, and it had these eyes, spiraling eyes with spirals in them, look all crazy. And Blazer took a screenshot of that, I think. Is that how it was, or did I send you a screenshot, Blazer? But oh man, oh, he was eating. Damn, what's for dinner, bro? He, Blazer went to go eat without us. He's probably having barbecue. He heard barbecue earlier, and yep, Dollar General. Someone brought up Dollar General yesterday too, talking about. Oh, it was this morning on MK Ultra's chat. They were like, yeah, they're probably building one right nearby where he was, so he didn't have to go far to get to a Dollar General. Oh, the Dollar General jokes. Rich Shot says, y'all think the Patterson vid is so yeah, this is what's happening right now. Rich Shot, there's a new documentary out saying, giving all the details, bro. Supposedly, they got footage in there showing someone in a suit, and yeah, bro. So it's pretty devastating uh information and news. Yeah, a lot of people, feeling bad, sad, feeling a certain way. And that's why I'm talking about, I'm just processing. I'm chill, processing everything. Would I go back to Bluff Creek? Of course. I mentioned especially about this last time we went, I had that light incident outside of my tent. That was far. I mean, just with that alone would make me want to go back. But not alone. um yeah, so there's stuff happening there. I think, there's the obviously the tracks Bigfoot Wilderness research found a couple years back. That I think that was pretty interesting and pretty solid stuff there. And there's been other little things, but then yeah, all the historical going back to like the native tribes there. I mentioned the Hoopa, the Karuk, and the Yurok, and the surrounding areas as well. All have rich uh, native Bigfoot history as well. So yeah, I think all that is still there. Oh my lord, Judy, no, no, no. What happened, Judy? What's you're activating Blazer? I still think Patty film is real and legit, says Roger. Wow. I'm surprised. I would have thought, I don't know. I would have imagined maybe everyone would be like, oh yeah, you see, aha. And like I said, there was a little bit of that, but yeah, I still feel like, yeah, it's up in the air still, right? Some feel it's still real. Um, we will have to see. So, y'all keep an ear out if you hear anything about any showings or screenings or any streamings. Did I say streamings twice? Let me know because I'd be interested in checking it out. I want to check this out as soon as possible. And yeah, and it's not deterring me from I still feel I got the Bigfoot bug, so we're good. I can't wait to get out into the woods. So yeah, again, y'all check out this stream later. Another reminder. Oh, you know what? Rich Shot. Let's see. We got some hip hop heads up in here. I know Wild Man gets into hip hop, but yeah, one of my favorite artists, and it's crazy because I've been featuring him quite a bit, but it's he's dropped another album. Yes, another Aesop Rock album. Can you believe it? But it's actually with the homie Sandman, and together him and Sandman, very talented MC. Uh, and I'm just excited because yeah, he dropped two albums. I think it was last year, and I was just like a little kid excited, like in Christmas or something, or like on your birthday. Felt like we got gifts because I was able to download it for free, and And what else? So that yeah, for the digital heads, you could get it, you could listen to it. It's streaming. You're able to listen to the whole album right now on YouTube. But then they're gonna also make it available. Yeah, I guess you could get the vinyl already there, like vinyl. That groovy one. And it's the Miami Lice album. Jeez, that's why I got this wrapped over my dreadlocks. That's the last thing you'd want crawling around your head. But yeah, no, it's super cool. That's the theme, and it's really rad album. I love it. Let's see, do anything else here? Yeah, you get your Lice hoodie, and not to be confused with Aesop Rocky. And you know what happened to? So I had no idea. I keep out of the Hollywood business like that, but I guess Aesop Rocky's together with Rihanna, and they have a family together. And you heard about Rihanna's place getting pewed up here, and I guess they're out of town now. I'd get the hell out of town too. Yeah, crazy stuff. Speaking of Aesop Rocky, you hear about that, Rich Shot? Some other news. Anyway, yeah, nah, bro, not local, from New York, and to me, one of the best lyricists out there, bro. I like one of my favorites. So check it out. I did share a few of his the singles in the post section. But yeah, you could look it up on YouTube. Miami Lice. All right, y'all. So let's head on out. Thank you all for hanging out. And who knows? Maybe we get some chases going on today. Gonna enjoy the rest of my day off. Get a little rest. Hopefully get some good grub after all that barbecue talk. I want Dwarfy hoodie too with portal eyes. And you know what? I think I have someone. So I'm doing a couple collabs. I might have a new intro coming up soon. So that's exciting. And yeah, we need to fix this channel here. And then yeah, someone might be making some possible gear. So we'll see. I'll keep an eye out for any portals or anything like that, Chi, and we'll get that to you. And don't forget, our friends have like Chiro Sounds and Midwest Night Watchers. They got shops. You could go shop with them too. You got a bunch of cool gear. Got the robot granny shirts. Got the old world map shirts. Super cool stuff. So anyway, y'all stay safe, and we'll see you in a bit. Peace, y'all. See if we could there you are.